Hey everyone. It's been hinted that there will be a fierce aftermath in the next episode. Right after Changhyeon and Ji-an chose each other and left, a hint of drama was left hanging. It seems there's going to be some intense fallout in episode 11. I'll dive deeper into that when I talk about their segment. Quick announcement: if you've been watching this show with subtitles provided by me to Koreman's channel, I want to give you an update. It's been tough for me to keep posting on my channel and consistently keep creating updated subtitles as well. When views, likes, and shares are low, it means I have to make even more videos to not stall and grow. That eats up the time I'd usually spend on subbing. It's been affecting my health recently too, and the doctor has advised limited screen time for me. But I still want to help fans like me enjoy the show. Subbing takes about a week, and my biggest reward is being able to chat with you all about it. So please, if you can, subscribe to my channel Funnelpop TV, watch, like, and share the videos. This support lets me focus on making better subs for you all. And if you've subscribed already, thank you, you're the best. I love being able to watch this show with you all. Thank you so much. Moving on. There's also been rumors that none of these couples are actually dating in real life right now. But the MCs hinted that we might have a wedding this season. There's plenty of speculation flying around, so we have a lot to cover in this video. Before diving into that, let's talk about some key moments from episode 10, including the epic events leading to the couple's choices. First off, congrats to the Divorced Singles 6 production team. For the first time, they produced the most couples in the show's history, creating 4 couples in total. Episode 10 saw a 2% jump in viewership. The show has become popular since Ji-an's Thunderstorm episode aired. It ranked first on the non-drama chart. Some of the cast members are also topping the charts in most searches. Like Jeongmyung came in 4th, and Bomin was 8th in the rankings of high in popularity charts. Now let's get into the video. The first cable car to pass by was Miyoung's. Unfortunately, no one chose her. After stepping out alone, she reflected, saying, "I met such great friends through Divorced Singles 6, and it was such a happy time." She had a date with Seongseo, they were comfortable and good friends to each other. And while I wish there had been romantic sparks, love can't be forced. It's either there or it isn't. She and Seongseo left the show solo, but I'm glad she's gained great aunties and uncles for her lovely children. First couple, Bomin and Jeongmyung. Their date was so beautiful, I already shared my views on it in my last video, the link will be in the description box. During the final selection, Bomin got on Jeongmyung's cable car, as everyone had expected. In tears, he thanked her, saying, "Thank you for finding my heart." In his interview, he talked about his hesitation in moving forward because of their differences in lifestyle, but they became a match because he's decided to give it a try. He expressed his gratitude to Jeongmyung for bringing back his smile because he lost it after his divorce. Jeongmyung was touched and she couldn't hide her happiness either when she said, "Let's get off now," holding Bomin's hand. Bomin first said he wonders if he can match up with Jeongmyung's tension, but they laughed and said, "We'll match each other's energy well." After they left the scene, a message popped on screen saying, "Coming soon, Bomin and Jeongmyung, the Seoul Snob's country life, ha ha ha, how cute." The Seoul Snob has been fully captured and captivated by the countryside boy lol. I love how their story went from an initial mistake on Bomin's part to a passionate, fated love. They were my end-game couple from the start. Their journey from misunderstandings to a strong connection is what makes them so special. They became the first couple of the season. In the preview for episode 11, Jeongmyung traveled to be with Bomin. We see him picking her up by the train station and they both hug each other like they haven't seen each other in ages. They also had lunch together, but Bomin seemed to be nervous as usual, and Jeongmyung asked him if he hadn't been on a date before. It's understandable, He's often said he feels rusty since his divorce. The preview even shows a kiss between them, which has me counting down to the next episode. I think it's nice that their cohabitation will be at Bomin's location. It'll give them a chance to see if Jeongmyung can really adapt to his lifestyle. I'm guessing they'll also visit Seoul at some point since she needs to see her kids every weekend. Next is Changhyeon and Ji-an. When everyone left for their final date, Changhyeon and Ji-an were left alone at the house because he refused to choose her as his date. However, he decided to make aglio olio pasta, a dish Ji-an had mentioned craving on their last date. Once it was ready, he set the table, went to her room, and said, "It's been a while, come out and eat." Ji-an, who had been resting, got up, put on a baseball cap again. As soon as she put on her cap, the caption written in red showed on screen that says "Cap alert, laughing my ass off OML." Anyway, she put on her cap and joined him, but the tension was thick, they barely looked at each other. It was definitely one of the most awkward scenes so far. Ji-an kept covering up her face when she was talking while Changhyeon stared at his pasta. At some point, Changhyeon started expressing his feelings saying, "Honestly, your words yesterday were shocking and a bit hurtful." Ji-an replied, "I accepted from our conversation last night that we were over." He went on to reflect, admitting that he too had hurt Jinyoung just as Ji-an had hurt him, so he felt that he needed to understand as well. When he acknowledged this, it was like he was mirroring what some of us viewers have been saying all along. "So it's all good." Ji-an told him that she felt that things were over between them because Changhyeon had said "got it" in a cold manner at the end of their conversation and had kept his distance since. Then Changhyeon tried to clarify that he wasn't actually angry, he'd just been giving her space because she'd seemed so upset. This got me laughing so hard. Because Changhyeon is trying to act really cool now, making her feel he was just being considerate. Dude, like really? We all saw you boo. You got so mad you didn't even stamp with her lol, but hey, that anger was justified by all means. The conversation shifted, and Changhyeon asked if Ji-an feels nervous when she's with him, and Ji-an says she does. And he shared that he felt the same and that he is even trembling right there, as they spoke. It seems like they both feel some tension, though for different reasons. His nerves seem to stem from genuine interest, while she seems to feel overwhelmed by how intense and fast-paced he can be. This was a complaint she later explained to him when they started their talks in the caravan. They talked for so long that I almost had a headache. Because their back and forth seemed like they were contesting on who can complain the most. Ji-an said that she got stressed out because Changhyeon was always being too serious. Changhyeon also said that he knows that Ji-an likes to joke around and play pranks, but he wonders why she doesn't do that with him. But I'm glad they had this much-needed conversation because they were able to end their issues and then took a walk together. Although this walk led to some interesting scenes, we never got to see them. Moments of him kissing her hand, even the hand holding while they were walking, was edited out. I wonder why. They chopped off the best scenes like a piece of salami, which is so upsetting. I'm deducting points from the production team's score for that, seriously. By the next day, when it was time to make their final choice for cohabitation, Changhyeon said in his interview that while Ji-han's behavior could be unpredictable, he was holding on to the hope that she might change her mind about him. As Ji-han's cable car approached, Changhyeon wasted no time hopping in. No suspense, no plot twists from my guy, just eagerness. Ji-han seemed genuinely happy, laughing as she welcomed him. When Ji-an asked about what exact moment led him to his choice, he replied, "The moment we ate pasta together at the dorm yesterday." Changhyeon seriously created a hot romance out of a dreadful day, folks. Changhyeon also asked her, "Do you have any regrets before making your final decisions?" Ji-han responded with, "Honestly, I don't." And the MC, Eun Ji-won, even joked, "Amongst the cast members, isn't she the one with the least regrets?" That was so funny. Truthfully, I wouldn't expect her to say anything different. After all, she'll be too embarrassed of her behavior to admit right then that she messed up. As the cable car neared the end, Changhyeon held out his hand and asked, "Shall we go?" Ji-han, clearly flustered, quickly pulled her hand back, saying, "No, no, don't stand up." But once they reached the stop, she took his hand and said, "Let's go." And just like that, our second couple was born. In the post-interview, when asked if they thought they were a good match, Changhyeon said, "I think so for now, but I'll look into it a bit more. I plan for us to get along even if we don't fit well." Ji-han's response was more cautious. She said, "We might not be a perfect match, but he's a good person, so I want to get to know him better and adjust to him more." Then came the shocker. A message flashed on the screen, ominously announcing, "Changhyeon and Ji-han, a fierce aftermath." The MC's jaws dropped, and I had to laugh so hard. Why am I not surprised? It seems more thunder and lightning catastrophes are headed their way during cohabitation, ha ha ha. I'm genuinely curious to see what this fierce aftermath means because we didn't see them in the preview for episode 11. The other couples were shown kissing and having sweet moments, but there was nothing from these two. The million-dollar question is, why did these two even choose each other? Especially Changhyeon. He saw how the other guys stepped back from Ji-han, but it seems his love for her is stronger than I thought. Or it could be that they just wanted to still remain on the show and get to know each other better. But I've always had a feeling they won't choose each other in the finale. I already mentioned that in my last prediction video. Honestly, I don't mind a little drama. Maybe this will be a cohabitation from hell since the last one was Caravan from Hell, lol. I hope it's the type of chaos that'll keep things interesting. Who knows, I just might fall in love with this duo, ha ha ha. I can't wait to see how this story unfolds. Will they make it to the finale as a couple, or are we looking at a dramatic breakup? I can't wait. Heeyoung and Jinyoung. This couple had some really hot moments. Can we talk about something interesting that happened before they left for their date? We got a spicy little scene. Jinyoung complained about back pain, so Heeyoung stepped up to give her a back massage right in front of Changhyeon. The funniest part was the noises she was making, laughing my mother effing ass off. She took a few indirect jabs at Changhyeon in my opinion. She said something about him going on a date and Changhyeon replied he wasn't going on a date, which made her apologize to him profusely, lol. I was wheezing so hard. But back to the massage, those sounds she was making must have burned Changhyeon a little, lol. Just imagine watching your ex flirting with her new attractive boyfriend right in front of you, especially when your own love life's in shambles. I was honestly expecting Changhyeon to tell them to go get a room, ha ha ha. That scene was pure gold, and I loved every second of it. For their first date, Jinyoung and Heeyoung went to a tomato farm, made their own pizza, and just radiated happiness together. Both described it as an unforgettable dreamlike time. The chemistry between them was electric. I loved MC's reaction when Jinyoung asked him about his feelings during their ice rink date. She said, "On the second day, when we went to the ice rink, did you feel the same way as you do now?" Heeyoung admitted he'd been interested in her even then, to which she said, "Then why didn't you show it? I had no idea." This made one of the MCs, Lee Ji-hae, yell out Jihan's famous line, "You were the only one who didn't know," and everyone burst out laughing, ha ha ha. That was too funny. She couldn't accept him then because all she saw was Changhyeon and nobody else. But the interesting part was Heeyoung's next response. He said, "But Ji-an said she felt it," and I'm here wondering, wait, what did he just say? So if she knew, felt it or had the idea, why did she go crazy in episode 9? What was that all about? So was she pretending not to know who his top choice was, when she already did? Wow, this twist totally threw me off. Their date only got sweeter from there. They fed each other, shared stories about their kids, and the connection between them kept growing deeper. There was so much skinship, and it was clear Jinyoung has now fully embraced Heeyoung's affection. He's been solid from the start, saying in his interview, "I want to keep meeting her, even after this show ends." These two are giving off major real-life couple vibes. When it came time for the final selections, Heeyoung eagerly joined her in the cable car. Jinyoung thanked him for choosing her from the start and for showing her so much affection, but do you know what this romanticist said? He said, "No, you can get enough attention wherever you go." Wow, he's too good. During their date, he talked about how time flies by so fast when they are together, and he also said the same thing in the cable car. His eyes were practically dripping with love. If you ever want to see what real love looks like, just look at Heeyoung's gaze towards Jinyoung. They both got off the cable car without any drama and became our third couple. The MCs were thrilled, even saying they might be the third couple on the show to get remarried, and I believe it. They have a connection that's rare and real. It would be such a loss if they didn't work out. I'm genuinely rooting for these two to go the distance. And in the preview, things are heating up even more. Jinyoung and Heeyoung are going on an overnight trip together. He suddenly asked to kiss her and then they shared a kiss. It seems we are going to be having so many kissing scenes. We are about to experience a different kinds of intense love this season, lol. I really hope the production team doesn't cut out any of the good stuff this time. Finally, we have Banggeul and Siyoung. Banggeul gave us the ultimate fright. Right after her final date with Siyoung, her mood did a complete 180. She got very worried and seemed super conflicted, suddenly filled with doubts about Siyoung and afraid of getting hurt again. She even called her mom late at night to voice her worries. By the time the final selection day arrived, Banggeul had started crying long before getting into the cable car. When her cable car arrived at Siyoung's location, he took a deep breath, gathered his courage, and approached her. He admitted he regretted that he wasn't able to show his feelings more. The moment he chose her, Banggeul, who had been holding back her tears, broke down again, and Siyoung, though visibly moved himself, tried his best to comfort her. He reassured her, telling her it was okay and not to feel pressured by his choice. His gentle encouragement slowly started to melt her heart, and by the time they reached their destination, Banggeul got off the cable car and, with a shy smile, extended her hand to Siyoung. He looked a bit surprised but clearly pleased. He took her hand, and just like that, they became a couple. This was how the fourth couple was formed, y'all. Interestingly, Banggeul initially didn't plan to choose Siyoung. Despite her feelings, she wasn't ready to fully commit to anyone. But his words of encouragement and attitude in that cable car made her change her mind and choose him. And the best part is the preview. OMG. He's already meeting her parents. Fun fact, Banggeul has her mother's smile. So pretty. Do you all remember when the fortune teller told her she will marry this year? It seems they will have their wedding even before Heeyoung and Jinyoung. Their chemistry is seriously next level. In the car, you could see Siyoung trying hard to resist touching her, but the little pinky finger rub was adorable. At one point, they joked about turning off the car camera, lol. Like seriously guys, they even shared a kiss, hahaha. Amongst the three couples that kissed in the preview, theirs was the loudest and the steamiest, hahaha. I'm so naughty, I know. But their chemistry was infectious and I can't wait to watch them in episode 11. So, are we all excited to see these four couples in the next episode? Do you think the rumors that none of them are together now could really be true? Personally, I believe at least two couples will make it. I'm rooting for three of them to last long term, but we'll see. Let's hear what you all think in the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe.